Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Waffle with Luke and Memphis. In today's episode is our WWE WrestleMania 41 predictions. It is a bit different as we are not together this time.
Testing something new.
We're testing something new. We're on Zoom, so if the audio should be fine anyway, but if it is a little bit different, then that's why the episodes will be like this for the foreseeable future as well, probably.
It's a bit of a
So,
trek to get to Wolverhampton from me,
yeah,
so
exactly.
it's easier to buy a mic and try online.
Yeah, we'll kick off with WrestleMania Saturday. First of all, what's your thoughts on the card?
I'm, I don't know. What? Just Saturday? Just Saturday at first.
No, just in general, like the
In
entire
general,
card.
I think it's going to be mid.
Do you
I
think?
think you've got some good matches and you've got some shit ones,
Yeah,
but I think it could be incredible. There are just some weird matches on there, like War
yeah.
Raiders New Day for one of them is one of them. Anyway, we'll get to that in a bit.
Well, I think that's the first match that we should start with, really. War Raiders and New Day for the tag titles. I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I don't know why it's on the card, if I'm honest.
No, how this is on there and the other that you don't have a ladder match for the tag titles on
Yeah.
SmackDown, and you've had
Uh,
all this build up with all these different teams. I don't get how that works.
Yeah, for the past 7, 8 months, they've been building that
Yeah,
tag division on SmackDown, and then all of a sudden they just put the world tag titles on there. I
yeah,
don't, I don't rate it at all. The build,
neither.
there's not really a build to it either.
No, they
There's
had
no,
what? They beat New Catch Republic in London,
yeah,
and then what? They had the tag match. Was it last week?
I think yeah, it was last week. Yeah,
And no con was it was a was it
no
DQ?
contest. Yeah,
No
because
contest. Yeah,
Ivar hit Kofi. I
the
think it was
chair.
Kofi with the
Yeah,
chair. Yeah,
the chair.
but I
So
think I'm gonna go with New Day to
oh,
become
it has to be New Day.
champions.
It
I
has to
think
be
it
New Day.
has to be.
The
I
heel turn
think.
makes no sense if it's not New Day.
Yeah, I think the only thing that could stop it if it does turn into that. What's that stipulation they do for the War Raiders matches? Is it Viking rules? Is that
Oh
it?
God, it's going to
I
be
think it's
Viking rules.
yeah
Sorry,
that.
but
No,
no, maybe I don't know.
then I can see Big E getting involved somehow and costing the New Day, but I think it'll just remain just the normal match. I think this match is to give New Day the titles.
Yeah, I think they have
So
to get the titles, and I can see them holding it for a while.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think this is good though for the Raw Tag Division.
it could
I
be
think this is
because.
what makes sort of propels it a bit.
Yeah, because the champions they've had like Judgment Days, they've not really elevated those titles since really Awesome Truth has had them. So
Yeah, I wouldn't
we'll
really count the Judgment Day as well as a tag team. Obviously, they are a tag team, but I wouldn't count Finn Balor and JD McDonough as a tag team.
yeah, they're not. They are not.
I'd say, yeah. So I'm like, I do love when a tag team is the tag team champions.
Yeah, it
It's funny
makes
that, isn't
complete
it?
sense.
It's
It
funny
is
that.
quite fun. It is quite fun. And then with the draft as well, I think it could make it a lot better.
Yeah, for
But I
sure.
do I do feel for the Street Profits. I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
after all
this
they've done, they deserve a
yeah.
spot on the card.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is that there's 2 3 hour kickoffs on each night as well.
And there's no
So
matches on them.
and
There's
there's no
no
matches
matches
on
on
it.
them.
So I'm
No
gonna be sat.
matches.
I'm gonna be sat there in a club on Sunday watching it for 3 hours, just listening to Wade Barrett, just listen to Wade Barrett waffle on for 3 hours, and
Fair.
I want. It's so easy to put the battle royals on there and stuff like that because it takes
Honestly,
up
yeah,
time.
that that rest. I hate that they do. I really like the idea of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't know why. I just like the big trophy. So why
Yeah,
are they doing it this year on on SmackDown
yeah, they're doing it.
on the WrestleMania SmackDown? I
Yeah,
I just think put why not? You could even find space for that on the card at some point. I think like
you
it's not
probably.
going to take that long, is it? It's a battle royal. You can get it done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I think it's more suited for a kickoff match rather than a main show card a
It is a
match.
nice way to bring it in. I think a battle royal is quite exciting,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
But
think they should chuck like a winner gets a mid card title shot or something like that.
yeah,
Make it
something
mean
like
something at least.
because Bronson Reed won it last year and he kind of got a little push after it. So
Yeah,
you can kind of see, like someone like Mello winning it this year or something because obviously he's not on the Mania card. So
Yeah, what they're doing with Melo is horrible,
it's horrible, isn't it?
diabolical. Poor guy,
But yeah, I mean,
poor
we
guy.
can. I think we can probably get to that in one of the matches that we'll discuss on night two, which I believe it's going to be on there. But we'll continue on with El Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio.
I mean, I don't really know. I think I'm gonna go with Al Grande Americana.
I,
Whoever he is, we really
oh
don't know.
yeah, don't
But
know.
I really think, I don't know. Ray's had a load of Mania wins recently.
He
Do you know what I
has,
mean?
but I think to be
It's
fair,
time
I
to lose
think
one.
yeah, I think yeah, you are right actually. Is I think this story with Chad Gable being this luchador can actually continue if he beats Ray, rather than Ray beating him and unmasking him
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
I think you could have more layers to it.
hmm
But
I think,
I'm not.
go on.
I was quite shocked when this match got added.
Yeah, it is a weird one.
I didn't think this would be a WrestleMania match.
No, no. If you were gonna have this Al Grande Americano thing, you could have had him face Penta, get Penta on the big stage, get a big win for Penta, like he started with Chad Gable, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry, whoever Al Grande Americano is. Um, no, but he started with Chad Gable. That was his debut. Was it Chad Gable? I think so.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure.
So
No, it was Pete Dunne.
yeah, Pete Dunne.
It was one of them. It was one of them.
But it was Penta coming that made Chad Gable want to become a luchador. And
Yeah,
now this
pretty much.
mysterious luchador showed up. But I think if you were going to put him on, it made sense to put Penta on, end this luchador story, and have Penta start his first Mania with a high and then build Penta into next year. But I mean, we'll talk more about
Yeah,
Penta in the night
four
two.
way. Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go with Ray just because I think they'll have one of them. Because I think on this Mania there's gonna be a lot of heels winning.
yeah, no, that's fair.
Well, there's the option of having a lot of heels winning. So I think they'll try and have that feel good moment of Ray winning.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
I
gonna
get
go
that.
with Ray and he'll unmask El Grande and it'll end up being Chad Gable, I think.
Whoa, I didn't see that one coming.
Bold
Wow.
shout. But I think it will
What
be Chad.
what happens if it's Chava?
What is Chad? That'd be
You
the
never know.
worst thing ever. It'd be horrible.
Well, when I was thinking of saying something, I was like, "What if it was Eddie?" And I was like, "Actually,
No,
that's kind of hard to do that one. If they
quite hard
pulled
to
that
do
off, fair play, Triple H, wow." But yeah,
that.
okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ray, I think. But
that's fair. That's fair.
I was still shocked when this match got added.
Yeah, it is an odd one, especially that there's no tag titles match on SmackDown, and this is
Yeah,
a match.
you're gonna keep referring to that, aren't
Oh,
we?
I love a ladder match at WrestleMania. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the big
Yeah,
stage. Like it's the massive stage. You've got the massive stadium, and you can zoom out and have someone climbing up a ladder. I think that's so sick. Like the picture of Shouting Benjamin running up the ladder, and you can see the whole stadium taking a picture of him. Like
yeah,
I think that's so sick.
yeah.
But you know, is what it is.
Right, we'll move on to the WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton versus
Ooh,
Charlotte Flair. Charlotte
it's
won
been
the
cooking
Rumble.
recently. It's
It
been
has.
cooking. It's really improved. We were calling for it as well,
Yeah,
so
I
I am
think
quite glad.
this past SmackDown really elevated this to another level, and
Yeah.
I think the promo before it as well
Oh yeah,
kind of
with
did as well.
that's why
Because
Kaiser's in my DMs.
yeah, that bit.
Did you
I
see
think
her tweet? Did you see her
yeah,
tweet?
yeah. I
The-
saw all of it. I saw Kaiser's comments and everything. I was
After
like,
being,
what the?
it's so funny. It's so good. I'd like to take this opportunity to clear the air. I should never have called Chicago fans smart. I was like, fair play, fair play. She's backed herself up there.
But
But
I do think in a way this match is can go either way.
I didn't think that until the promo. I
Yeah,
didn't think that until the promo.
yeah,
I'm still gonna stick with Charlotte. I'm gonna be honest,
same. I'm gonna
but
stick with Charlotte.
it was. I am very like it could be Tiffy. They could give if Tiffy wins this match, it's gonna be hard. I think hard to beat her. Do you know?
Yeah,
I think this is. if this Tiffy wins this match, this is like a huge moment. I think.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think Tiffany needs. No, I wouldn't say needs it, but I think this win would do so much for her
so
rather than
much.
Charlotte winning again.
Yeah,
Because if you think about it, if Charlotte wins this, she becomes what? Is it a 15 or 16 time champion?
15,
15. She's
15.
only two off Cena. She'll only be two off Cena if
Well,
Cena
by the end of
beats Cody.
WrestleMania, yeah, yeah, I was about to say she'll be three, but if she Cena wins, she'll be two.
But
Yeah,
Charlotte
it
has got
does.
a lot more left in her, so I think you can hold off another Charlotte world title reign for a good while because we've seen it
Yeah,
enough. I don't think a lot of people want, and I know a lot of people want it. Like I want Tiffany to win, but I just think
yeah.
Charlotte will. And a lot
No,
of
that's
people
fair.
online, I know a lot of people online want Tiffany to win as well. I mean, you can tell in the
I
audience as
yeah,
well
yeah.
because they
I
were
want
booing
Tiffy.
Charlotte.
But when they brought Charlotte back, I think they were trying to bring her back as a face because you
They
can,
did.
if you watch the promo, it's like right, so she's actually saying quite nice things for once, and then everyone just boos her. So I think that was sort of like
Yeah,
a. I think maybe
and
that could even switched it from Charlotte to Tiffy if that was the plan. That whole
I
promo
think it
itself.
was.
So
Because
I don't know.
I yeah I saw the report as well that apparently Charlotte like messed up basically has messed up the build up on it by basically like being the heel in this because
Yeah,
she got booed that one week and then the week after she was getting cheered and then cut a heel promo.
yeah,
So I don't think that really helps. So I think it can go either way, but I think they're gonna give it Charlotte.
that's fair.
But
Yeah, I agree.
I think Tiffany should win really.
Yeah, I no, I agree. I think Tiffany should win.
Yeah.
I want
But
Tiffy as well.
I actually think the match will be all right, you know.
Yeah, no, I wasn't hopeful for it, but I do think now it will be.
I think it'll be a lot better now.
Yeah, definitely,
Okay,
definitely.
next. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. The first ever women's
Ooh.
singles match without a title on the line at
Is
WrestleMania.
it?
It is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is. I think
That's that's quite big. Fair
it
play.
is quite big.
They could
Who
have
do you
done it on a
think?
better match,
I think,
but
yeah, but the story's there for
the
this.
story's there, yes. But we all know Bianca was involved.
We don't
I
know that
think
though yet.
I look, yeah, but look at all. Oh, I know Bianca. I've got a feeling, not the Black Eyed Peas, but I really think I think Bianca was involved, and it's going to somehow come to it that
Yeah,
it's going to be Jade Bianca. But I think the first Mania women's match without a title makes so much more sense now if it's Bianca. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
But maybe Naomi will surprise me. But
I
I'm going
think
Jade Cargill.
I think if Naomi wins this, you can further this feud a lot more. You can stretch it out more rather than Jade just winning.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm gonna go Naomi, but I hope Naomi wins.
Do we
I'm gonna go
potentially
Naomi.
see? Do we see maybe Bianca completing
No,
the turn? Do you not see? Do we maybe see Bianca and then just like absolutely batter Io and Rhea, like fully just like destroy them both and
I
walk out
don't.
with the title?
It's a good. It's no, I don't think so. I don't think we do because normally, if someone else, if another wrestler's wrestling on another night, you don't really see them the night
Yeah,
before involved in any match that could be involved in their storyline in a way. I can
yeah,
see where you're coming from, definitely, but I don't think so. I think this will just be one on one. I think Jade will probably win.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think Jade's gonna win. But I think if Naomi wins,
You can.
then
I think
you
if
can.
Naomi wins in some sort of sneaky way, I
Yeah,
can get behind that because as you
yeah.
said, you can progress it a bit more.
Because they're meant to be bringing Evolution back as well for a second one.
Oh my
So
god, my brain. I was like,
eh,
what, Ric Flair? I heard Ric Flair was
no,
supposed to
no.
be at Mania. I was like, Ric Flair, Batista, Triple H, and Orton. I was like, oh, I mean, that's one way to get Orton on the card. My
It's
foot.
one way to do it. We'll get to
We'll
him,
get to
but
that. We'll get to that. No,
yeah,
that's. I
I
mean,
think you could have Naomi win the second one or Jade win the second one there,
yeah,
whoever wins this one, and then the third one, Evolution too. It kind of plays
it
itself
makes
out.
sense, but Yeah, no, it does make sense. It's a big match for Evolution as well to have.
Yeah, but I think they're really high on Jade, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're really
yeah.
big on her, so I think they'll have her
I do
retain.
like her look at the moment, to be fair.
She's
Retain?
not
She's got a
bad.
title?
Oh no, 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 not retain. I'm too
I'm
used to
kidding, I'm
saying
kidding,
it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah,
I think she'll
no.
win
Yeah, I think she'll win.
because they are pretty big on her.
Yeah,
And
completely
yeah.
agree.
Should go to the next match then. The United States Championship match. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu.
Ooh. I'm really struggling with this one.
Same. I think it could go either way again. But
Now, if it's a normal singles match, no interference, which it's the bloodline, there's going to be interference. It's Jacob easy, but because of the interference, I think LA Knight has a chance.
yeah, yeah, the potential factor of the bloodline being there makes
Yeah,
this more 50-50. It doesn't
exactly.
really
Yeah,
have a build. It doesn't really have a build to it. Like Jacob
no,
won a number one contenders match, but who
yeah,
cares? Um,
but like, I don't. That's the thing with these bloodline rules matches and like all the bloodline, it actually hinders them to have everyone come out.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it actually, like, there's been what, two bloodline rules matches, and the bloodline have lost both of them. So like, is
Um,
the yeah, there was the Mania last year, and then SummerSlam with Cody Solo,
yeah. You
and
you had the
Roman
one
came
the
back.
year you had the one the year before as well, which was Roman and Jay, but they're both part of the bloodline, so basically they're lost either way.
Was that no? Was that what's it called? Was that Bloodline Rules or was that Tribal Combat?
Oh no, that was Tribal Combat. Yeah.
Yeah. So blood
Ah,
like the
right.
Bloodline Rules is literally if anybody wants to come help this fella, you come, and then you've got to wait. Next person that wants to come out, you've got to wait till the other person's had some out. Then you can go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it actually like doesn't help the bloodline when it's bloodline rules.
No,
I don't
not
get
no,
how
not
that
at all.
works. I
Not
don't
at
get how
all.
that works.
Because you
But
had Solo come out last year, and then John Cena comes after him, so it's
yeah,
not
it's like
really.
it's like Cody's just formed the Avengers. But I just think I think if the bloodline rules is just a bit of a joke to me. So anyway, that's completely off topic. Not talking
Yeah,
about
because
bloodline rules.
this is just a normal one-on-one match.
Yeah, it's going
But
to be a normal one-on-one match, but
I
you can see
think,
Solo and Tamatonga getting involved.
yeah, but I don't want to give away what I think for the Randy match. But I think if it is Randy and Solo, Solo won't get involved in this at all.
Do we
Which
do we see a return of the infamous
Tongaloa,
the
maybe,
infamous the
maybe the
infamous?
huge return of the
Do
night,
we see the goat return?
maybe. But I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu, win his first singles title because
Yeah,
I
I agree.
think I think this spot was meant to be for Solo.
Hmm.
I
He
think it was
hasn't
all meant to be
really
for Solo, but
he hasn't
Jacob's
really
come in.
picked up, has he, Solo?
No, Jacob's just gone on another step ahead,
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. Jacob
So
is cooler as
yeah,
well.
yeah, he's a lot cooler actually. I will say on my universe mode, my main event of WrestleMania was Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu, wasn't it? I remember telling you, and
Yeah, yeah.
I had Cody retained, so
Fair enough.
it
Fair
was
enough.
Jacob's first loss in the universe, but it's only up from there.
Sometimes it has to happen.
It
See, if
does,
I
it
was doing
does.
it, I'd have the Miz beat Jacob. But you do something, I do another. Anyway, well, speaking of the Miz not being on this card is a tragedy.
No, it's not.
We should have had Miz carry and cross. That's better than the War Raiders versus the New Day.
I think Jacob Fatu's winning.
Oh, we want Miz on Mania,
No,
please.
no,
Maybe he'll host it again. Do we know the host yet?
there is no host. There was no host last year.
Oh shit, no, there wasn't, was there?
No,
Oh, to be fair though, the host of WrestleMania is a cool thing. I do
I think
like
it
it.
is. I do like it.
We'll never forget Snoop Dogg versus the Miz.
No, I'll never forget it. Miz had two matches at WrestleMania.
That's how good he is. He did double duty. He did double
In
duty
a suit, in a suit.
in a diamond crusted. Well, that's not the word. Diamond. You know what I'm trying to say. He's got diamonds in his suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair play to him. Anyway, go on then.
I think Jacob's winning, but I think LA Knight has every chance.
Oh yeah, LA Knight for sure. I think this could lead into Jacob Solo
Yeah, for
if it's not
SummerSlam.
Solo Randy.
Yeah.
But
I think yeah,
I don't know.
Jacob Solo for SummerSlam.
Yeah,
And then LA Knight. If Cena does win, maybe he's one of Cena's first opponents. The story's there.
Maybe,
The
maybe,
story's
yeah,
there.
yeah. No, no, I never didn't think about that, but yeah,
Teaming at Fastlane the other year.
yeah. I don't hate that actually.
I was going to say
I
something
don't
else
hate
about
that.
LA Knight then, but I've completely forgot.
Fair enough.
But
Fair enough.
it might come back to me. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll move on.
We on to the
S-
big, the first of the two big ones on night one.
The first of the two big ones. I think it's only right we save the main event till last.
Yeah,
So Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship.
in one of the more predictable matches in WrestleMania history. Uh, Yeet.
Yeah, Jey Uso. I think
How are we
he's
going to be in a
winning.
world where Jey Uso, who just uses a Logan Paul catchphrase from like 2015?
Yeah, I watched his vlog yesterday, so he always brings it up.
Like, yeah, literally, like, how has that got over
Yeah,
almost
I
10
don't
years
know.
later?
I really don't know.
And it's got over so much that I mean, he deserves to be world heavyweight champion because of
Yeah.
the all the merch sales, everything. But in the ring, if this was COVID, there's no
Oh
way Jey
God.
Uso's other than I mean,
Yeah.
I say this, Jey Uso had a world title match in COVID.
He
And
did. He did.
he fought Roman, so
But he wasn't yeeting at that point, so
he wasn't eating. No.
he wasn't just gonna yeet with the cameraman down the ramp.
Gee, yeet with it. Got Triple H coming out and yeeting like he did with the camera when he was cameraman. Got all those performance center in the performance center. He's got all the people that stood there with their masks on, making sure they're socially distanced yeeting.
What, the people on the screens that were on the
No,
screens towards
no,
the
you
end of
know when
it?
they did it. You know when they did it in the performance center, and they actually
Oh,
had
on NXT.
yeah, they
Oh,
had
and they did it
people,
on the
didn't
main
they?
roster as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had the people in the like actually in the crowd, like just
Yeah.
stood there with masks on. Like they
It
couldn't
was
even
all
sit down, bless them.
Omos was in the crowd for those matches.
I wouldn't really want to stood behind him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, goodness.
You could put him at the back and he'd had a great view.
He would have. He would have. But
Talking of Omos, is there any way he shows up in anything this weekend?
maybe the battle royal. Maybe the battle royal. I think that's it, though. Really,
Can I make a shout here? Can I make a shout here?
you can.
Oba wins the NXT title. Everything shuts off. Lights, everything. Comes back on and it's Omos and Oba just staring at each other.
You know, I wouldn't even be mad at that.
Neither, neither,
I would not be
neither,
mad at that
neither. I
because
thought of it the other day and I was like, you know what? That's class.
that's a big money match.
That's big money match. Big
Exactly.
money
Yeah.
match. I'd love to see Oba do his move to that power.
Hire
Jesus
us.
Christ. Triple
Do
H, if you're
Omos.
listening. Triple H, if you're listening. Hello.
Here's
Please,
that
we'd like a
idea:
job. We'd
Omos
like a job.
versus Obafemi for the NXT title. Just lay it
And
out.
Omos wins. Omos wins. And
The
yeah,
Nigerian Giant versus the Ruler.
yeah, that would be so sick. Get Apollo
Yeah.
Crews in. Get Apollo Crews
All
in.
right, stop.
Have I cooked too much? Have I cooked too
Yeah,
much?
yeah, you've done too
Have I
much.
have I burnt it? Have I burnt
Commander
it?
Aziz will be coming back in a minute on his side again.
Oh, what Babatunde?
Yeah.
Babatunde for an underground match.
We've really gone
Anyway,
off here.
how have we got from Jey Uso Gunther to Babatunde?
I
God
don't
knows.
know.
God knows. Okay.
This episode is going to be too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Gunther and Jay, I'm going to go with Jay. I've seen a lot of people say, what if Gunther retains? And I think that is a huge what if because it's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It could just for Jay to have that another loss where it's like another downbeat loss, whatever. But I think, he's lost how many times he's lost to Gunther? He's twice now, isn't he? IC
Yeah.
title and then Saturday night's main event. I think, yeah. I think it's Jey Uso's time,
Yeah.
world
I
champion.
agree. I agree. Jey Uso.
The story really has picked up over the past couple of weeks,
Yeah.
though.
That
And I
when we were
do,
there at Raw. Yeah, if you didn't know, guys, we were at Raw. Sorry, mention it in again. Get it as much as possible.
yeah,
That segment went at Raw with Jimmy and like the blood on Gunther, like seeing that blood like on Gunther's chest is like so sick.
Yeah,
That really
when we were
picked it up.
there, I thought it was the lights at first, and then you was like, "No, he's bleeding," and I went, "Oh
Yeah,
crap,
yeah.
he is."
I looked down and I was like, damn, Jimmy's face is really red. He must be really hot. And I'm like, actually, he's just bleeding from his head. He's just
She's
bleeding.
just bleeding. Because I was looking at Gunther more
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
like we could see him a lot more, but
yeah,
I was like, "Whoa!"
fair
But
play.
yeah,
No,
I
that was
think
good.
did you watch Ariel Hawani's podcast with Gunther?
I have not, no.
I think Gunther kind of basically agrees what we said as well. Like it's really picked up over the past couple of weeks because
Yeah,
he even said like a 10-week build to Mania or whatever it was, and he was like for the first couple of weeks they kind of did nothing really,
yeah.
rather them just like crappy little brawls where Gunther got Jay in a sleeper and sometimes he'd get out, sometimes he didn't, whatever. But I think now we've got
Jay
there.
would hit a crossbody and then,
Yeah,
you know,
pretty much.
that whole period when, the failed suicide dive and all that.
Yeah,
It really didn't start well, did it?
no, no.
How am I excited for the after that bit? He jumps so high it's a crossbody against Austin Theory. He then misses the suicide dive to like, oh my god, I'm hooked. I need to know what happens. Like,
Yeah,
how has
yeah.
that happened
No,
in like
I
2 weeks?
yeah. By the way, I think we might have to stop this one at the end of night one predictions and then do the night two separately because we're running out of time on the
Oh wait.
meeting recording. Yeah, we've got nine
Oh
minutes left, and
yeah, I've just seen that.
we're not going to get through all this in 9 minutes.
No, 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 no. Okay,
I'll put them both together, but
okay.
we'll
Sound.
just restart it.
Yeah, sound.
Um,
Main
but
event.
yeah, main event. Why is it the main event? Don't really know.
Oh come on, you do know.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay. Besides Cody and John, three biggest names in the company.
yeah, it is.
It's the three. Maybe I'd say it's probably Cody could be up there with like you could argue Cody. I don't know. Cody's loved by the kids. Now I reckon these are probably three of the biggest names in the top five. Definitely
Yeah, top five.
top
I
five biggest
think.
names, and that's why
Yeah,
it just
I know, but it's just one of them. Like you had all these world title matches.
yeah. Well, the only thing I'm annoyed at is that no Royal Rumble match is main eventing. No Royal
Yeah,
Rumble winner, sorry, is main eventing. I
yeah.
think that's it's always been the winner of the Royal Rumble main events at WrestleMania. But now that there's two Royal Rumbles, neither of them are main event in WrestleMania. It's sort of like I don't know.
I
It
don't
doesn't
think
sit right with me.
I don't really think neither of them could this year though, especially with Cena winning Chamber.
Yeah, no, I think Jay Gunther could have
Jay
a shout
Gunther
for
could
night one,
have. I think they could have.
but everyone loves Roman, everyone loves Punk, everyone loves Rollins, so it's obviously going to be a banger
Yeah,
no matter what happens. So
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Actually, who are you gonna go with? Because we might have the same.
Oh, I was gonna wait for you. Okay. I'm
Do you want
going
me
with
to go? Do you
Roman
want me?
Reigns. No, I've gone. Now you've
You've gone
spoken over
Roman
me.
Reigns.
I'm going Roman Reigns. The rebuild starts now. The long-awaited Roman Reigns rebuild to get that title back. I think this leads to Cody Roman 4-3 at 42. Prediction a year way too early. WrestleMania 42 main event. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Part three.
I disagree. I don't think Roman's winning.
Really?
I think Seth Rollins wins.
I was tossing and turning between Roman and Seth. I can't lie because obviously the whole Heyman thing.
I think all three have a chance. It's just
Oh yeah, I think none of them can
Roman's.
really lose though, other than
Yeah,
Punk.
yeah.
Punk's got a couple big wings under his belt. Wins under his belt. So I
You
just
are right.
think
Not. I don't think any of them can really lose.
like this is other than Drew, but I mean Drew at SummerSlam. Would you count that as a big match for Punk? I don't think it would be.
It was his first match back.
It was his first. Yeah, it was a big match in like the actual general thing, but like I wouldn't say storyline wise, it was a big match. Like Bad Blood, yes, but it's not a big show.
It still had the build to it.
Yeah, no, but like it's not
I,
like the
I know, I think I know what you mean. I think Seth being the special guest referee, it was
yeah,
kind of like, well, Drew's winning.
yeah, yeah. So I think like with this one at Mania, this is Punk's first big match back. Like this is huge. I wouldn't say like obviously the build for Drew was great and Bad Blood was great, but this is a stadium, more people. Like this is his first big match back.
Yeah.
Unless yeah, I think this and saying that now, I think Punk can't lose either.
Neither
Nah,
three of them can.
I think Punk's beaten Seth too much, but yeah, I think Punk's the only one that can maybe lose because he's obviously got the wins over Drew and the win over
Yeah.
Punk. But over Punk, he can't beat himself over Rollins. So I think it's Roman or Seth, but I can see Seth winning. Yeah,
I think Seth's winning it. I think Seth needs it more than the other two in a way.
yeah,
I think Roman's not going to be there after Mania. He's just not. It's just the way Roman
yeah,
is.
yeah. I know he won't be here till SummerSlam.
Yeah.
This is the start. This is the start of the Roman rebuild. I'm manifesting it. We're getting Roman Rock at some point. Please, please, please. Maybe I'm more
We will
begging than
get it.
manifesting.
I do. I think the last time for it to happen though is at 42.
Yeah,
Other than that, but
maybe Rock beats Cody at Rumble and we have Rock Roman for the title. I don't know.
maybe, but I think more people want to see Cody Rock than they do Roman Rock at the moment.
I, I, yeah. The
I
story
certainly
makes more
do.
sense for that. Yeah, the
Yeah.
story does. Yeah, the story makes way much more sense for that. I just since Roman's been tribal chief, I've always wanted him to face The Rock. So when it was actually close to happening, I was like, okay, this is sick. And now I've been sort of cock teased and like now I want it to happen. Give it to me. Just I don't care. Put it on main event. I don't care. Just give me this match.
At some point,
Something, please. But yeah, no, I'm going Roman
I'm gonna guess
because I want
Seth.
Rock. Damn, night one done.
Continuing on with night number two of WrestleMania 41. We kick off with a match that hasn't been announced, but is probably set to be announced. Randy Orton's opponent, or Randy Orton's match.
Solo Sikoa.
Yeah,
We
I
think
think
it
it's
could be Solo.
obvious. Yeah, I think it's
They could have done
fairly.
something so much cooler with Randy.
Yeah,
I messaged you saying I think it should have been a open challenge and have someone from TNA that used to be in WWE come out, like I don't know, Jeff Hardy.
I
That would
s
have been cool.
Did you watch Santi's video on his
No,
predictions? He said
no,
he'd love it if it was Jeff Hardy
it'd be so
because
sick.
it would actually be
It'd
so
be
sick.
so cool. It'd be so cool.
I
But
thought,
you know,
yeah,
maybe we get a repeat of 33. You know how the New Day were the hosts, and then
yeah,
Big E did all the talking. Who could it be? And they make it a triple threat, and it's New Day, Hardy Boys, and Hardy Boys become double champs.
yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
But it would have been
Yeah,
so much cooler,
yeah.
I think, if they did it.
Even Nick Aldis.
Yeah, yeah. I think with Nick though, I think it only works as an open challenge.
Yeah,
But I think if they were going to do that match, it needed a bit more of a build up than oh, you RKO'd me. Now I have a WrestleMania match. You know what I mean?
yeah. But
But no,
they did definitely tease it.
yeah, for sure,
Uh, but yeah,
it's got to happen.
I think it's Randy Orton's. It's going to be Randy Orton versus Solo
No.
Sikoa.
Oh, I thought you were saying you think Randy Orton's going to win, and I was like, well, no,
Yeah,
shit.
Randy's winning anyway because I think Randy needs the win.
Yeah, I
Needs
agree.
needs the win at Mania
Get
because
him back on track.
it'll be his first win on a PLE since Mania 37.
Yeah,
No,
Jesus.
is it Mania 37? Yeah,
Well, he didn't. 37. Who did he? Oh, he beat the Fiend.
yeah, he
Was that the
beat the
one he beat
Fi
the Fiend?
I
Yeah,
think I'm pretty sure it was 37. It might have been
yeah,
because
yeah.
did they win at
38.
38? They had the tag titles.
Oh, RK Bro. Maybe.
I
Was it
think
Yeah, it was RK.
it might have been
Maybe
then.
they did. It might be 38.
It might be
Still, it's a
38.
long
Still,
time.
it's
It's a
been a
long
long
time.
time.
It's a long time.
But yeah,
But singles match wise, it will be 37.
Yeah,
I can't
singles
remember the last
match.
time he won a singles match.
Yeah,
Not on like on a PLE, but yeah, Randy.
yeah. I think whoever he faces, Randy Orton wins,
Yeah,
and then that's how
I
we
agree.
carry on. We're going next up for the women's tag team championships. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bailey and the women's intercontinental champion, Lyra Valkyria.
It's a fast that the Intercontinental Champions in a tag match, by the way. But we
Yes,
move.
yes.
We move.
Neither
Who are you?
women's mid, neither women's
Go on.
mid card belts are on the show
I don't
or
see
being
the point in that.
defended. Neither
Yeah,
do I. I think it's
because
WrestleMania. Every title
it's.
should be defended.
I'm not even. I don't think every title should be defended like every year. I just think this is the first year you've had a WrestleMania that you've got women's mid card. A lot of the casual fans are going to see Lyra walk out and think, "Oh, what a joke of a belt! She's just got a belt." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think if you put an actual title match on there, it gives them a bit more something to work with, other than we feel bad for you because there's so many good women that you can have this one.
yeah,
I just think it's a pointless, not a pointless match because I think you can have a women's tag title match on it. Just I think you could have a US or an IC title match on there as well.
yeah. He definitely could have. I
But
think, yeah. I didn't
yeah,
like the turmoil at all. I didn't like
no,
Bailey and Lyra beating everyone. I know
no,
it kind of made. I guess they tried to make it kind of make sense because, um, them not actually being a team and whatnot. But
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
just didn't really like it at all.
no, not a fan at all.
I think Liv and Raquel are gonna retain anyway,
As they should,
as they
as
probably
they should.
should.
Give
And
Liv all the belts.
okay, but I think it'll probably lead to Lyra and Bailey again for the IC
Mhm.
title, and that's probably where Bailey wins it.
But why not have Bailey win it at WrestleMania? Think about
Exactly.
all the kids that only watch the PLEs see Bailey. That all kids know Bailey. Yeah, you see
Yeah.
Bailey win the title. You're like, oh, great. Now you're actually invested in the women's IC title because it's Bailey. Nothing against Lyra. Lyra's great. I think Lyra is class, but you get more people be invested if it was Bailey winning it at Mania. Do you get what I mean?
Potentially. Yeah, I think even because the match on Raw was actually good,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know why they just didn't run it back, but
I don't
I
know.
guess it's just to get as many people on the card as possible. That's all this has been for.
Bring back the Fatal 4 Way Tag Team Showcase matches.
The men's one was
that
so good.
that men's one that year was so good.
It was. The women's one not so much, but
No, but
the men's one was
win some, you
class.
lose some.
Yeah. We will
All
move
right,
on.
what's next?
Women's world title, triple threat.
Oh, we're going straight. Oh, we're into it. Oh God. Okay.
Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley.
From being honest, I was hoping you'd give me more time because I still can't decide. I can't lie. I really
Well,
don't know in this one.
I'm
What
gonna
are you
go
thinking?
with I'm gonna go with Io.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Actually, now you say that, it does make sense with all the story that they've been doing.
Yeah.
Like with it just being maybe. Oh, I don't know.
I think
It's a
Bianca
tough
and
one.
Rhea will be so invested on beating each other up that Io just get wins it.
Yeah.
So, because that's all that story's been. They've kind of shoved Io out the way in a way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No,
I
I see
think
what you mean. No,
I
I
think
just still
Io
think
retains.
I understand getting Io on the card is why she's the champ and why it's a triple threat. But I think this
Yeah.
would be so much better if it was just Jade, Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah. I
I
I
really
I,
think
I can see
I
what you
just
mean.
yeah,
I think they're laying it out for an eventual singles match between them.
yeah, maybe
There is
that.
an argument for all three of them winning. Obviously,
Yeah,
Rhea wins because she's Rhea,
that's a
and
great argument for Rhea.
it's such a good argument, isn't it? But Bianca wins because then she can have that belt, and then if Bianca was behind the attacks or whatever, then that gives every reason for Jade to go for the world title.
And that's why I'm picking Bianca Belair to win the triple threat.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
think I think that all these black suits that she's had, I think is just foreshadowing, and I think it's going to end up with uh, not Rhea, Jade and Bianca at SummerSlam for the title.
Yeah,
Where I think Bianca wins, but I do think I think Jade beats Bianca for the title, just not at SummerSlam.
yeah.
I think she
I
earns it
respect
back.
that because I think that is a serious possibility.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna go with
but
EO just because
yeah,
how this story's kind of played out. I actually
yeah,
think it'll
no,
be
it makes
really good.
sense. Yeah, I think it'd be good as well. The sort of like Jeopardy, but any three of them could win. Any like that's the good thing about this match. Any three of them could win.
Yeah,
So
I think I think it has the potential to be probably match of the weekend as well.
yeah, no, I
If it
agree.
all goes well, I think it
Yeah,
definitely could.
yeah, I agree.
But we will move on to AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
This is tough.
I
This
think
is really tough.
it is quite tough because AJ needs a win.
Bad. If AJ gets
Bad.
it, bad. If AJ has any chance of another world title run, he needs to win this.
Yeah, because he's not got long left.
He doesn't. I
He's
still
got
think he loses and ends up in TNA and beats Joe Hendry. But
what?
I don't know. I got a feeling. I've got a feeling about AJ going to TNA and having one last run.
It might happen. It might happen. Did you see the report actually on the Joe Hendry being in WWE?
No.
Apparently, he was meant to go in a feud against The Miz,
Oh
but that
no.
yeah, but apparently TNA turned it down because they didn't want Joe Hendry losing to The Miz.
What? Why would you not want? I mean, to be fair, he is the champion, but
Yeah,
the Miz is the goat. The Miz
I
is the
think
goat.
that's why. I think it's because he was champion.
It does make him look weak, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
it
does make him
would
look a bit
if he
weak.
loses, and it
That's
also
fair.
kind of mocks TNA as well in a way.
Look, yeah, no, that's fair. It is fair. It would have
Yeah.
been sick though. I would have loved that. I'd have been here for it.
Yeah, but
I,
who do you think's winning this one? Do you want me to go first?
you go first. Go on.
I want AJ. I think Logan.
Fair. Now, Logan won at 38, 39. Did he win at 39?
No, he
No, he
lost
lost.
to
He lost
Seth.
to Seth. He lost to Seth.
One at
There goes my
40.
Yeah, there goes my fault. I was going, well, he hasn't lost at Mania yet, but he has. So I'm going AJ.
That's fair.
I
No,
think,
it's completely
I
fair.
think, I think AJ Styles is on track for some sort of thing in the world title scene.
Maybe he could be the one that beats Jay. You never
He
know.
could be. I'd love that. I'd
I'd love
love
it.
that.
Maybe I know it's far away. No, it's not actually that far away, is it? Because it's in August. Clash in Paris.
Yeah.
AJ
Oh,
wins the world
imagine
title there.
AJ wins the world
That'd
title
be
there.
so sick.
Oh, that's class. Yeah, that's secured it. AJ Styles is winning.
I
AJ
want
Styles getting pushed
AJ
to the
because
moon.
I think AJ needs a big win badly. I think he'll obviously it's AJ Styles carrying Cross on Raw tonight as we're recording it.
Hmm.
Um, I think AJ will win that match obviously, and then
Yeah.
I think they'll just give Logan the win.
Yeah. No
I
fair.
think, but
But we can
I
hope.
think it'll be a good match.
We
But
can hope.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Logan.
Oh no, it will be a good match. Logan's finisher is so cool.
Oh, the
His
pulverizer.
finisher, the pole. Yeah, I think that's so class.
It is quite cool.
It's a
I
cool
think
name.
yeah, that's why I think he'll win.
He's got everything now. He's got a cool finisher. He does have the look. He's great in the ring. Obviously, he's not like the best in the ring, obviously, but he is good. He's got everything now. He just needs to be around a bit more, I think, and then I don't know.
I think that's the one factor where I dislike about him. There are a few, but I don't mind him. But I think one of them is turning
No,
up more. He said he wants to take it
yeah,
serious. Turn up more then.
yeah. Like stop boxing, like having pointless boxing fights. Like I saw a report he was supposed to be fighting Conor McGregor in India. Like, come on, man.
Oh God. We'll move on from there
So
because we're not getting
yeah,
into that.
yeah,
We'll
no.
go with the. Well, there's three matches left. We'll go with the Sin City Street Fight.
I'm
Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
I am so excited for this match.
I think it'll be so good. I really
It's two
do.
of my favorites. I also think I'm partly excited for it as well because everyone else was hating on it.
At
Like
first,
even,
yeah.
I mean, even I was hating on it. But these are two of my favorites. Just gonna batter the shit out of each other. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
because
good fun.
they've genuinely told a good story.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So it's
fair
good.
play to.
The one thing I do not like is Drew has done the exact same thing to Damien is what he did to Punk, and that is take his necklace. But we're
Yeah,
not doing this
yeah.
again. We're not doing this
No,
again.
no.
The one thing
Poor
I didn't
Larry.
like about that feud was the bracelet stuff. I thought it was
Yeah,
stupid. But
it's a bit childish.
and again, up until this week, I thought this was all Drew. Like this was all Drew
Yeah.
for to win. But I do think this could go either way because
hmm
Damien needs a win
hmm
after losing his world title. He's been quite.
Yeah, he
Don't want
hasn't
to say
really done much, has he?
I don't want to say stale. He just hasn't done much. But
Yeah,
I think it could go either way. But I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre
fair enough.
just because I
I'm
think
gonna go with. Oh, go on. Sorry, go on.
just because I think um this year now is gonna be big for Drew. Hopefully.
I think I'm also gonna go with Drew purely because he hasn't won in a while in a big show.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those again. Neither can lose.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
that's
know
the
what
kind
they're
of
gonna do
matches
with
I
Damien
like.
after this. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I don't like it when it's two people I like, two of my favorites, because like what happens with Damien if he loses here? Like he's just lost and lost and lost, other than the Finn Balor stuff. But
Yeah.
that was crap, to be
Yeah,
completely
that
honest,
was
in my
awful.
opinion.
Because
But
Balor should have won one of them.
at least one.
At least one.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Gonna go with Drew.
I yeah, I'm going to go with Drew as well. I just don't see what they do with Damien from here.
Because I
I could
think
see I could see them having Damien win and Drew. I think Drew's still got good enough character that he can still somewhat be about if he loses.
he'll be all
But
right if he loses.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think Damien. I don't think he's fully clicked with the crowd yet.
Mm. Yeah.
Obviously, they like when he was champ, everyone loved him, but I think that was more because he was champ.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't say everyone loved him, but I just think it just hasn't really clicked. Where with Drew, it has, and I think that's always going to be there. So even if he loses, they can still build something with Drew. If he gets a couple wins under his belt, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Drew because, like, I agree with you. I think next year's big. Well, next year, next
I think
season, no, next
next
season.
year. I think
No.
I do think he's the next WWE champion as well, but we'll get to that.
Ooh. Okay.
Next up is the Fatal Four Way for the Intercontinental Championship. Bron Breakker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
This one's really tough.
I don't think it
The only,
is.
do you not?
I think there's a case for everyone. I think Bron's got the least amount of chance of winning, even though he's champion,
He's champion. Yeah.
because it's quite clerly where he's going next, straight to
Yeah.
the top.
Exactly. Did you see Cena posted the picture of him in midair on his
Yeah,
Instagram? That's
Shell
class.
Cena liked it. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get a spear from Breaker, so
That
I'm gonna
spear's
go.
still ridiculous.
Yeah, it's still ridiculous. I'm gonna
Go on it.
go with Dominic Mysterio
I'm tempted. I really don't know.
because
I I think Braun spears everybody, or like something happens with Braun where he's just left there and a frog splash comes in from Finn. I don't, but the Braun's not taking the pin. Don't listen to me. I
oh,
just don't.
I think Balor takes the pin and Dom wins,
Oh,
and that's how
yeah, no,
you
that would work.
split them up.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Oh, I really don't know. I want Penta so bad.
I think Penta would be so cool, but I do think he's just in there just to put him on Mania in a way.
I'm on
I think he has
Mania.
a chance of winning. He does have a good chance. There's a case
I'm
for
gonna
all four of them.
I'm gonna stick with my thought. The whole way up, I thought it was gonna be Penta until 2 or 3 days ago. I'm going Finn Balor. He
Yeah,
hasn't won anything in forever, and I think Triple H loves him. You can tell Triple. It doesn't seem Triple H loves him, but you can see from the NXT days he's a big fan of Finn Balor.
Yeah,
And I think he's done nothing, literally nothing for years now, Finn Balor. I think. Other than what was the last good thing he did? Like what tag titles last year, but that
it
didn't
wasn't
really do
good.
anything with him.
It
He didn't
wasn't
do anything
good.
with him.
He
So
hasn't done anything in years. Even his US
no,
title reign wasn't great.
yeah, no,
And I guarantee you forgot he had it.
no. I didn't forget he had the US
Oh, you
title.
didn't,
Don't
you didn't,
worry.
didn't forget it.
I didn't forget.
You
No, I
didn't
didn't
forget it.
forget that.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't forget that.
Fair enough. But I think
But
this,
yeah,
yeah, I think
it's going
Dom
to the Judgment
wins.
Day either way. I think. I think the
Yeah,
Judgment
it's
Day.
Judgment Day. I think Dom
This is it.
wins, and then we get a babyface Finn that beats Dom.
Okay. No, I can see that. Oh, does he bring back the old music?
Hopefully.
Oh, me and my dad going to be in our front room again doing the arms. Literally, it's the only entrance he ever did. The only entrance he ever did was Finn Balor's arms. It was great.
Not a fan of Yeet then.
Oh, eh. No, no, he's not. Bless him.
No.
Maybe we should get him on one day and he'll talk about Hulk Hogan for an hour.
I, I will not be on that episode, so maybe you can.
No, fair enough.
But we'll go on to the big match that everyone has been waiting to see. Well, I think I think everyone's so hyped for it. I was going to try and
It's
play a joke then and say some rubbish match, but we've gone through all of them, so
yeah,
it kind of doesn't work. But
yeah.
the undisputed WWE Championship match: Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
This might be the most excited I'm for a match ever.
Maybe I was
I can't
excited
lie.
last year. I was excited the year before, but this year. I sent. I don't think you've saw it, but I sent you a TikTok of like a 6 minute video that someone's done, like just about the bill, kind of like the bill, and it got me
Yeah.
so hyped for it. It
No,
got me
I'm
so hyped. I was like, oh my God, it's actually happening, and it's literally next 6 days. In 6 days'
literally.
time,
It's on Sunday night.
yeah,
Literally Sunday night. I've never. I don't think even as a kid, I don't think I've ever been excited for a match more than this one.
yeah,
Maybe it is the kid inside of me that is excited for this match.
maybe.
But I'm ah if Cena doesn't win, AEW here I come. Um, maybe I'll become a full blown MLW fan as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
Matt
I
Riddle's the
think
world champion, so
yeah. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Maybe that's where Brock Lesnar goes. Maybe we
no, we're
finally
not.
get that bit.
No, we
Oh,
will
sorry,
not
sorry.
talk
We're
about
not allowed.
this.
No, no, we won't talk about him or Vince. Oh, so I said his name as well. Oh
I
no,
don't know.
there goes our money. We're not getting monetized.
But we're on about the main event of
sorry,
WrestleMania.
sorry. John Cena. I'm so excited, and he's gonna win, and everyone's gonna boo and cheer at the same time. Ric Flair's gonna be crying in the front row. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like I don't know if you've ever seen it. You know, LeBron broke the scoring record in the NBA.
I think I've saw it.
So yeah, they got the guy that had the record before him to sit front row and hand him basically the ball, being like, "Well done, you beat my record." And he looked so salty. He looked so salty. It was like, "Do I have to be here?" Like, yeah, no, I think something like that with Ric Flair would be great. I mean, he's just. I would laugh if he actually cries. That would be brilliant. I will stand. I will wake up my whole house, make them come down and watch it. But John Cena is my pick.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes. I think
No.
I wanted your that's why I wanted you to go first because I don't know. I was saying it yesterday to Adam. This is my reason. Cody Rhodes at this moment in time is on another level. I don't think anyone can touch him.
I agree.
So I think
But
they'll lay off Cena winning here.
to counteract that, nobody can touch a man that you can't see. So
I'm not talking about memes here. I'm just talking about I think I think Cody Rhodes is on I just think he's on a different level and I can't I
which is
can't
why it's
see
going to
him
be
losing.
so massive when John Cena wins the WWE title on Sunday night.
Yeah,
That's
the
why it's
thing
going to be
is,
huge.
I was saying Cena the entire time, but now I think Cody wins it. Like he is the quarterback of this era, and what a way to solidify it than him beating the guy.
I get what you mean, and it's such a Cena thing to do.
It is a Cena
It's
thing to
such a
do.
Cena thing to do.
And I think that'll be the thing that this might be the thing that turns Cena back. I know it'll happen really quick, but Cena will. It'll come over the weeks. Cena will realize what he's done and it wasn't right, and then that's when he's like, you know what, I wasn't. I wasn't right in what I did. I shouldn't have done it. He'll go back to a babyface and then he'll win it. I think.
Ooh, he wins it as a face.
Yeah, he'll win it as a face. I
Ooh.
think. But I can see the closing of WrestleMania, Cena holding up the WWE title with The Rock and Travis.
Oh yeah, I wasn't
Because,
gonna say it because I didn't want to not spoil it, but jinx it. That's the word. I
yeah,
didn't want to say it. Rock is there Sunday night
The Rock's there.
for
So
sure. The Rock is there
something
Sunday
is
night.
going to
So
happen.
it,
Yeah, it's
God
so,
knows.
it is really difficult. The
Yeah,
only thing which has led me in a way to nearly choosing Cena is that at the moment, the only person in that match that is advertised for the Raw after Mania is John Cena.
maybe that's where he comes
So,
out and apologizes. Guys, I'm sorry. You're all
maybe,
idiots.
but
At SummerSlam, I'm using my other 15 times I've won the title to get another shot at the title, and I'll keep using them until I run out.
I think Cena's there a lot. He's there a lot after WrestleMania, so I do think he could win. I think that it's a really good chance.
I hate that we can look forward to like who's like being promoted for this show and that show, if you know what I mean. I
Yeah,
don't
I think
like
it kind of spoils it.
it can spoil stuff. I'm not a fan of it, but
But Cody
for
and
Cena,
Cena are advertised for Clash in Paris. I didn't think Cena would be, but now he is. And a lot of people said, well,
I
Cena's
might have to go
winning.
to Paris. I might have to go to Paris. That'll
One
be
of
a
my
phenomenal
mate,
trip.
one
Way.
of my mates are planning to go. So
Are they? Fair. Fair. Nah,
I'm
that's
definitely going to the Raw the day after Forbidden Door.
oh yeah.
I am. That because it's in
Fair.
Birmingham, so
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair.
it's literally like half hour away.
Fair. That's fair. You're gonna see Cena again. Damn.
Maybe
Wait,
if
really?
it, I don't know if
He'll
he's
be champ. He'll
advertised
be
for it.
champ. He'll be champ. He'll be there. He'll be champ.
I don't
But
know.
oh, at least you might get to yeet this time.
Oh, I might get to Yeet this time. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a bit
You might
disappointing
get to
last
yeet.
time, but yeah, we already mentioned it on the thing that that segment didn't need that. But
No.
we're on about Cody and Cena.
Yeah. Sorry. How are we back to yeeting?
Yeah, we're not going to Yeet yet. Maybe Saturday night, but
Oh, don't you worry. I will be stood on my sofa yeeting as Jey Uso lifts the title, even though I'm not going to be too pleased with it because I really like Gunther.
yeah,
But
exactly. But you
I
can't help yourself but do it.
sometimes it just sort of sneaks out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just sort of it's like a sneeze. Just it just has to happen. I don't know why I'm making that noise down the mic. That's horrible. Anyway, I apologize. But we move.
Yeah, I think it would just be a great way to solidify Cody. Not everyone's gonna like it, but
I
I don't think anyone can touch him at the minute. I just do. He's the quarter. They've called him the quarterback for a reason.
you know who can bench the quarterback? The final boss. Sorry.
I think there's every argument for both men winning.
What
But
happens if Rock's like, nah, don't like you anymore, Cena, and fucks it up for Cena? What happens there?
well, I guess Cody wins.
Oh
I
well.
guess Cody wins.
All right.
But
That's
yeah, shall
everything,
we?
isn't it?
Yeah, that is everything.
We're gonna go back through them.
Yeah, we'll
Go
just
back
go
through them
back
quickly.
through them a quick time. Night
Do you want me to
one,
go?
War
Go on then.
Raiders, New Day,
New Day.
New Day, El Grande Americano, Rey Mysterio,
El Grande Americano.
Rey Mysterio.
That sounds like a really posh coffee, by the way. Anyway, continue.
It does, doesn't it? Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the women's title.
Charlotte Flair,
Charlotte Flair. Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Jade Cargill,
Jade Cargill. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship.
Jacob Fatu,
Jacob Fatu. Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title.
Yeet.
Yeet, Jey Uso. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns,
Seth Rollins. Night 2, Randy Orton's match.
Randy Orton,
Whoever he
whoever he
faces,
faces,
he
whoever he
wins.
faces.
Probably Randy and Solo, but Randy. Randy wins.
Yep.
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Liv and Raquel,
Liv and Raquel. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World title.
Bianca Belair,
Io Sky. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
AJ Styles,
Logan Paul. Sin City Street Fight, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre,
Drew McIntyre. Intercontinental title, Bron Breakker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
Finn Balor,
Dominic Mysterio. And Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship.
the GOAT, John Cena.
Cody Rhodes. We'll do the
You make me
review.
sick. You make me sick.
I'm so sorry, but I've just got
Make
that
me
feeling
sick.
that Cody's gonna do it. I really do. I really do.
You make me sick.
I just really think he's gonna do it.
Don't put negative energy into the air like that, Luke. You can't even give Triple H the idea that Cody could win because you know he's listening.
Oh,
So,
he's definitely listening. Definitely
yes.
listening. But
All right.
we're gonna end it there. That was nearly an hour, so if you have just skipped to the end just to listen to all of our
Yeah.
thoughts, I don't blame you. But
It's a big card. It's a big
it's a
card.
huge card. But if you have
They're
listened all
normally
the
like
way,
25 minutes anyway. Sorry, go on.
yeah. If you
I'm
have
waffling.
listened all the way, we do really appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, which will probably be uh,
It's
the
either
Mania.
stand and deliver predictions if we have a chance or
Yeah,
Mania review, isn't it?
most likely the Mania review because the
Mania
stand and
review
deliver card
card.
doesn't look
No,
great.
no, no. All
So
right.
yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one.